How Mariah Carey found peace after painful dynamic with late mom Patricia. Mariah Carey and her late mother Patricia Carey didn't always have the easiest relationship, but the singer found peace in reframing it. In her 2020 memoir The Meaning of Mariah Carey, the pop, R&B singer, 55, wrote about how their bond caused her so much pain and confusion. In addressing her family trauma in therapy, Mariah was able to find peace as she redefined it. For my sanity and peace of mind, my therapist encouraged me to literally rename and reframe my family. The "We Belong Together" artist wrote. My mother became Pat to me, Morgan my ex-brother and Allison my ex-sister. I had to stop expecting them to one day miraculously become the mommy, big brother and big sister I fantasized about. As Mariah focused on her musical talent, which became a distraction from her difficult home life, her mother, a Juilliard-trained opera singer and vocal coach, seemed jealous. Having people you love be jealous of you professionally comes with the territory of success, but when the person is your mother and the jealousy is revealed at such a tender age, it's particularly painful, she wrote. In her memoir, Mariah also recalled singing with her mother in the car as a teenager when Patricia allegedly told her, "You should only hope that one day you become half the singer I am." Still, to this day, what she said haunts and hurts me, the emotions performer recalled. Despite their differences, Mariah reserved some room in my heart for Patricia, even dedicating her memoir to her kids, her ancestors and her mother. And to Pat, my mother, who, through it all, I do believe actually did the best she could, the heartbreaker musician wrote. I will love you the best I can, always. On Monday, August 26th, people confirmed that Mariah's mom Patricia and sister Allison died on the same day over the weekend. My heart is broken that I've lost my mother this past weekend. Sadly, in a tragic turn of events, my sister lost her life on the same day, the Grammy winner said in an exclusive statement to People. She added, I feel blessed that I was able to spend the last week with my mom before she passed. I appreciate everyone's love and support and respect for my privacy during this impossible time. At the time, no other details, including Patricia and Allison's causes of death, are known. Mariah Carey dead silence with sister before death. Addiction the big issue. Mariah Carey did not have any contact with her sister before she died, because an alleged drug addiction drove a massive wedge between the two siblings. Sources close to the situation tell TMZ. Mariah never once contacted her sister, Allison, before she passed, and instead spent the past week with their dying mother, Patricia. Mariah was estranged from Allison, and our sources say it's all because Allison suffered for many years from addiction. We're told Mariah tried supporting Allison, both emotionally and financially, but it wasn't enough to get Allison back on the straight and narrow. Our sources say Mariah ultimately decided she needed to show Allison some tough love and not act as an enabler. So she cut off her sister and put up a wall between them. As we reported, Allison died over the weekend, on the same day as their mother, without hearing so much as a peep from Mariah. MC wrote about her relationships with her mom and sister in her 2020 memoir, The Meaning of Mariah Carey, alleging Allison once drugged me with Valium, offered me a pinky nail full of cocaine, inflicted me with third-degree burns, and tried to sell me out to a pimp. For her part, Allison denied her sister's claims after the book was released. No cause of death has been released in Allison's passing, nor in Patricia's. Mariah Carey's sister was in hospice care before death, says friend. On August 26, Mariah Carey confirmed that her mother, Patricia, and her sister, Allison, had died on the same day, but didn't give any further details. Now we're learning more about Allison's death. In recent years, Allison, 63, had been living in Greene County, New York, and her friend David Baker told the local paper, the Albany Times-Union, that she died of causes related to organ function. Baker said she had been in hospice care. We knew it was coming, Baker told the paper. There were signs that she couldn't go any further. Baker also said that prior to Allison's passing, her children were able to spend time with her, and it was the first time some of them had seen her in years. She was thrilled to see them, Baker told the paper. In 2015, the paper reports, Allison was struck in the head with a baseball bat during a home invasion on Long Island, which resulted in a brain injury and short-term memory loss. She also struggled with homelessness and substance abuse over the years, the paper says. In 2020, Allison campaigned to have her Social Security benefits restored after they were mistakenly cut to $30 per month from just under $800. She finally got her benefits restored in 2021, thanks to help from Senator Chuck Schumer's office. As previously reported, also in 2021, Allison sued Mariah for $1.25 million for defamation, after Mariah claimed in her memoir that when they were young Allison drugged her, gave her third-degree burns and pimped her out. Mariah Carey says her mom, who was living in Florida, and sister died on same day. What we know. Patricia Carey, the late opera singer and vocal coach, previously lived in upstate New York before Mariah Carey sold her home and moved her to Florida. Mariah Carey shared news of her mother and sister's death in the same weekend. "My heart is broken that I've lost my mother this past weekend. Sadly, in a tragic turn of events, my sister lost her life on the same day," the Grammy singer said in a statement shared with USA Today on Monday, August 26. "I feel blessed that I was able to spend the last week with my mom before she passed." Mariah Carey's mom, Patricia Carey, an opera singer and vocal coach, was 87 years old, according to the New York Post. Mariah Carey sold her mother's New York home in October 2021 and had moved her to an assisted living facility in West Palm Beach, Florida, earlier that year. Mariah Carey said in her statement that she spent the last week with her mother before her death, but it was not confirmed whether that was in Florida. Mariah Carey's sister, Allison Carey, died in hospice care at age 63 in Greene County, New York, south of Albany, according to the Times-Union. "I appreciate everyone's love and support and respect for my privacy during this impossible time," Mariah Carey said in her statement. Here's what we know about Mariah Carey's recent losses: the passing of her mother, Patricia Carey, her sister, Allison Carey. What happened to Mariah Carey's mom, Patricia Carey, and sister, Allison Carey? On Monday, August 26, 2024, singer Mariah Carey announced that her mother, Patricia Carey, died at age 87, and her 63-year-old older sister, Allison Carey, died on the same day. A cause of death was not shared. People magazine was first to report the news. Did Mariah Carey's mother, Patricia Carey, live in Florida? Did Patricia Carey live in New York? According to an October 2021 story in the New York Post, Mariah Carey sold her mother's home in Westchester County, New York, for $757,444. The publication said Mariah Carey bought the 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom home in North Salem for her mother Patricia Carey in 1994 for $419,000. It was listed in June 2021. A buyer was found in July. Then the house sale was finalized for $250,000 more than the asking price in October 2021, the Post story states. New reports say Patricia Carey's home had sat idle for a year before it was on the market and that Mariah Carey relocated her mom to West Palm Beach to live in an upscale senior living home. A link in the New York Post story about the home sale points to the tower at Morse Life Health System, a senior center in West Palm Beach. Was Mariah Carey close to her mother Patricia Carey and her sister, Allison Carey? Carey has previously opened up about her complicated relationships with family members in her 2020 memoir, The Meaning of Mariah Carey. According to the New York Post, Mariah Carey's brother and sister sued her for defamation months after the release of her memoir. Carey was estranged from her father, Alfred Roy Carey, who died of cancer in 2002 at age 72. She grew up with her mother Patricia Carey and siblings Morgan Carey and Allison Carey. Morgan proved a destructive force both in her childhood and adulthood. Mariah Carey wrote in her memoir, "When my brother was around, it was not uncommon for holes to be punched in walls or for other objects to go flying," she wrote. Carey also said her emotionally distant mother was unable to care for her the way she needed and sister Allison once threw boiling tea on her. However, the "All I Want for Christmas Is You" songstress also dedicated the book in part to her mom, writing, "And to Pat, my mother, who, through it all, I do believe actually did the best she could. I will love you the best I can, always."